we have to determine how late you are on your mortgage. So we would ask you questions, and there's an application to fill out, and we would say, and we'd see people who are late 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 9 months. What emergency mortgage assistance allows us to do is, if we determine that you are eligible for it, we look at your income, your current income, and I'm going to use someone who's unemployed, because we have people feel that if they're unemployed, nobody's going to help them. Well, perhaps they won't help you get a new loan. You can't refinance your loan because you have unemployment. But with emergency mortgage assistance, we're going to look at what you get for unemployment. We're going to look at what your housing expense are. So what are you paying to the mortgage company in principal and interest? Do you pay taxes? Do you pay house insurance? We're even going to look at your utilities. And we're going to say there's a certain percent of that you can afford based on your income. And then we're going to determine how much assistance we can give you on a monthly basis. So when it says emergency mortgage assistance, what we are going to do is we're going to say, and I'll pick on my friend Roberta. Roberta has a $1,500 mortgage payment, if you include all the taxes and everything in there. Or you make it $1,000, whatever we might want to do. Let's say it's 1,000. Then I can do the math in my head. And we determined that Roberta can pay 500 of that payment. What we do is we are going to say to Roberta, CHFA will provide an emergency mortgage assistance loan, and I just explained that. So every month Roberta's going to send a payment in to CHFA for $500. CHFA is going to make up the difference. We're going to send a check for $1,000 to that lender. So that's one thing we can do. We can provide that assistance for up to 60 months. That's 5 years. Now, what we also are able to do is we are also, if you are behind on your mortgage, you may be behind, and I'll just make up a number, $6,000. We can also bring the loan current, because in many cases the lender will say, you know, I'm not going to talk to you. You can't make a full payment. You're fine. They'll say, until you can make a full payment, no one here is going to talk to you. So we will work with the lender. We will bring your loan current, and then we will provide that monthly assistance. Now, this assistance, there are a lot of people who need assistance in our state, and we are trying to get the word out. Every year, once emergency mortgage assistance is provided, we're going to do what's called a recertification. And we're going to make sure, so let's say in a year, you've gotten a job, but it's not at the same level of pay that you had previously when you had a job. We're going to say, okay, things are better for you. You got a job. We're going to look at that income, and we're going to say, do you still need that $500 a month? Maybe now, because of your income, it'll go to $300 a month. So it's kind of an ongoing process, but there is a lifeline out there. Now, when we talk about emergency mortgage assistance, it is a loan. And a lot of people say, well, why would I give someone who's already struggling and facing foreclosure a loan? Yet another thing to worry about. The interest rate on this is, careful how I say this. This is what's called a non-accruing loan. So I give Roberta a loan. She gets that assistance for 5 years. We're looking at her income. And in 5 years, Roberta can't pay. She can't pay back. There's no interest that's racking up for Roberta. 10 years from now, we look at Roberta's situation and we say, you know, Roberta, your career is moving, the economy's better. You're now in a position where you can start making payments. At the time that we determine that Roberta is able to make payments, we are going to start Roberta on a payment schedule, and that's when the interest will start. Right now, when someone's getting an emergency mortgage assistance loan, you would sign loan documents. It would be at 4.75%, but you don't have a payment obligation until your financial capabilities are sufficient to support this. And I'll give you an example, because there was we call this EMAP 2. There was an EMAP program in 1993 and 1994 that helped during that program period, and it's just, that loan is just sitting out there, they have not repaid. Because one of the things that we can do is, in 15 years, what we've seen in the market now is, maybe you bought your house at a certain price, and you're talking about the values of homes going down most recently. So you can't sell. You may say, I want to sell and I want to get out. 15 years from now, we don't know what the environment is. So we hope the environment will be better, that your house will have appraised. And if the option for you is that you want to sell your house, that's fine. The other thing is, if you can go all the way until your current mortgage is paid off, then you're going to pay CHFA back. So I want to make it very clear, this is not a grant, it's not a handout, but it is a very attractive alternative to foreclosure. Now, one of the things, and one of the groups and I hope that Bridget will talk about this, is there is power in working with an organization, all the organizations that you see at this table, in being your advocate with your lender. Because we have had homeowners who have for months been trying to get over their lender and say, can I come up with a repayment plan? Can I do something? Or, and we had a woman who actually closed very recently. She was unemployed, fell behind, was 6 months behind, and her lender said, I'm not talking to you. I'm not come up with 6 months worth of payments. She now had a job. She could make her payment, but she couldn't come up with 6 months worth of back payments. She applied for emergency mortgage assistance. We brought her loan current. Her life is going well. She has a job. She doesn't need monthly assistance. She just needed something to get her through up in current. So there are a lot of details in this program, and what I would prefer to do is I would ask that each of you, in great detail, there are 2 brochures or 2 handouts. There's one that describes the emergency mortgage assistance program on the table. So that's one program that I talked about today. And the second one is for individuals and families where it is a refinance product. So it is an opportunity for you to get out of your current loan. And a refinance means that CHFA would make you a brand new mortgage, and today's rate is 4.75%. Connecticut Families is best for homeowners who are in the early stages of delinquency. You're 30 days, you're 60 days late, you're 90 days late, and what we can do is we can get you out of, pay off your existing loan, and refinance into a fixed rate mortgage. And this works very well for individuals and families who have adjustable rates. What we saw is a lot of individuals were attracted to the low initial interest rate of an adjustable rate mortgage. And an adjustable rate mortgage is when maybe you start out at 3.5%, your rate is fixed for 2 years, and then it starts to reset. So I am not going to spend a lot of time on the details of the programs because I think as you hear the other speakers and what they have to offer, and if you stay following the meeting, we're all happy to talk to you. There is also just one other thing I want to call to your attention. We have a service at CHFA, and at the back there are a toll-free number and an 860 number. If you would like tomorrow to find out whether you are eligible for the Connecticut Families or the emergency mortgage assistance loan, and even if you want to go tonight and call the number, what will happen is one of our call center staff will call you. It will take about 10 to 15 minutes